Hi and welcome to another video in which I am going to be sharing with you the Ganeshian Village Tarot made by DECKSTINY. This is a special limited edition box which I was sent earlier this week. As you can see, the box is in a nice navy black colour and it's all got gold gilding writing on. DECKSTINY produce a variety of decks, all of which they sent me this week, and I will be looking at over the next few weeks, carrying out reviews on this channel and on my blog. It is a magnetic closed box, inside which there's a beautiful logo which says DECKSTINY. It's very shiny, and there are two decks in here. There is the Ganeshian Village Tarot, which comes in a cardboard box, and there is the Ganeshian Village Tarot Luxury Edition, and we'll have a look at both now. So the packaging is lovely and sturdy. So we'll take a look first of all at the Ganeshian Village Tarot. This, as you can see, is in a lovely cardboard tuck box. I have been sent copy number 225 of 1000 decks, so this is quite exciting for me. This is the first edition. As you can see on the cover, there's a beautiful elephant here wearing a crown. There are 78 cards, 22 major and 56 minor, and you can see the mouse on the side there, and there's the back of the deck. So I'll open it. Now this was all wrapped in cellophane, so to save you the time of having to watch me unwrap this deck, I have removed the cellophane. So there are the cards, and it starts off with Ganeshian Village Tarot First Edition card. It explains it is copy 225 out of 1000, and it tells you the author is Mate Horror Number, and I think it's called Matey, as in Mate, and the artwork is by Usin Pumfat, or Fumfat, I think maybe, and there's another artist there as well, and I want to pronounce it as Ruenkorn Lianwanali, but I may have got that wrong. So there's the information if you can read it. And then we move on to the Fool. So you can see it is numbered. If you can see in the light there, all this numbering is in gold, and you can actually feel it with your finger. The cards themselves have got beautiful gold gilding, and the backs are shiny gold and reversible. Absolutely beautiful, and they're like a navy blue. So here's the Fool, and the lettering is in gold. You can see this beautiful elephant there with a satchel over his back on the stick. And then we have the Magician. Again, glorious. Very much like the traditional Rider-Waite, but featuring this elephant. And then we have the High Priestess. And the numbering on the top there. I'm hoping you can see it all, because it is very sparkling. And then we have the Empress. How sweet are these cards? They are so sweet. And the Emperor. And just beautiful. And then we have the Hierophant. So they're all featuring the same character here, these elephants. Then we have the Lovers. How cute is that, with the cloud and the two lovers? And then we have the Chariot. And we have Strength with the lion. And we have a young lady riding the lion, showing that she has a lot of strength because she's riding that lion. And here we have the Hermit. How lovely is that? Carrying the lantern, and then beautiful navies in the sky and the tree behind him. It's just glorious. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune with all the elephants. It's just lovely, isn't it? And then we have Justice with the weighing scales and the sword. And then we have the Hanged Man, and as always, I'll turn that the other way up so you can see how happy they are, just hanging there in suspense. And then we have Death, riding in on a horse. Then we have Temperance, those lovely wings there, and the Devil. It's quite quite an interesting card with a mouse and the two elephants chained to this big mouse who's got a pentagram on his head. It's a lovely little idea there. Then we have the tower. It's an interesting tower, that falling down, and the lanterns in the sky and that thunder and lightning. And of course, the star. How beautiful is that? And then we have the moon. And then we have the sun. How sweet's that sunshine? And the mouse and the elephant pairing together. I love the writing on these cards. I love the titling. And we have judgment. And then we have the Ganesh, or the Ganesh. I'm not quite sure how to say that. Now, they haven't sent a booklet for instructions on this deck, so I'm going to put my own meaning to this because it looks a very, very happy, delightful, inspired card. To me, I'm going to say this is enlightenment. Then we move on to the Ace of Wands. You can see it says Wands at the bottom and the Ace at the top, held in an elephant's trunk. And then we have the Two of Wands and the 3. The back of the elephant. It's lovely. And then the 4, this celebration card. I'm just going to shuffle these together so you can see them a bit better and I can hold them a bit better. So then we have the 4. It's very happy there. And the 5, not my favourite card, but this is so lovely in the artwork. How they've put them 5 elephants there, all with the wands. I always seem to get a 5 of Wands kind of day recently. It's been one of them times. Here we have the 6 of Wands riding the horse with that wreath on the wand. And the 7. Beautiful cards. Then we have the 8 of Wands. No elephants on this card. We just have that pure speed element with all the wands flying through the air. I love the colours in the imagery. Then the 9 of Wands. And the 10, that overwhelming card, that carrying a burden, and it just looks so lovely. And then we have the Page of Wands, and it does say Page at the top, so you can see there. And the Knight, how cute is he riding his horse? Oh, and then we have the Queen of Wands in her throne with a sunflower and her cat. And the King of Wands, very, very sweet card. And then we move on to the Ace of Cups with that water, again held by the elephant's trunk. So very Rider-Waite stereotypical cards on the design for the layout for the aces. Then we have the 2 of Cups, one of my favourite cards. They're lovers there, if you will. And then we have the 3 of Cups. It looks like they're carrying ice creams, but it's all bubbles. And we have the 4 of Cups. That disappointment, yet there's so many cups that are upturned, you know, being held out for the elephant there. Then we have the 5 of Cups, where the cups are standing over here and the cups have fallen on this side, and that upset and grief. Beautifully done. And the 6 of Cups, and that lovely sharing card. And then we have the 7, all them decisions, all them different things in the cups. Lovely. Then we have the 8 of Cups, walking away from the upset. And even the sun here, or maybe it's the moon, I think it's the sun, looks like they're looking quite sad and solemn. Then we have the 9 of Cups, that wish card. And the 10 with that lovely rainbow. And we have the Page. Looking quite happy there, covered in flowers. And the Knight of Cups. And the Queen. Just sat by the water there. It's very beautifully done. And the King. And then we have the Ace of Swords, held by the elephant's trunk again. And the 2 of Swords. It's beautifully done with that blindfold. And then we have the 3 of Swords. Now this is just a picture of a heart with 3 swords through it, which is very stereotypical to the Rider-Waite cards. So we don't have any elephants there at all. The 4 of Swords, we have the resting elephant. Lovely. And the 5 of Swords, we have all them swords there and the 2 walking away. Then we have the 6 of Swords, moving away from sorrow, literally sailing away. And the 7 of Swords. And the 8, that feeling of being trapped and bound, but only by yourself. Such a lovely card. And then the 9, the Nightmare card. So you can see how these characters just run straight through the Rider-Waite original images, if you will, and make it their own. It's just so lovely. There's the 10 and the Page. No horses here, obviously, not a knight, but just the little characters like the children. Here we have the horse, sorry, for the knight. And then we have the Queen and the King. And then finally we move on to the Pentacles. We have that coin held by the trunk. You can see the suit at the bottom and the titling at the top. So 2 of Pentacles, that balance, and the 3, that teamwork. And then we have the 4, holding on to your money there. And the 5, that snowy scene, that scene of feeling left out and lonely. And then we have the 6, the sharing. And the 7. And the 8. Proud of his work there. And we have a beautiful 9 of Pentacles. And the 10. That family there with the dog and all the money. And then we have the Page. And the Knight. And the Queen, who somehow looks a little disappointed there. And the King. And then right at the back, we have just a card which says DECKSTINY. So that is the, I want to say Ganeshian Tarot. I think I'm saying it right, the Ganeshian Tarot. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the limited edition, as I explained to you before. The card stock itself is so matte. It's shiny but matte, so shuffling it is like a real dream. And the gilding is lovely too. It's not chipped at all so far. So it's a lovely deck. And alongside this set of cards, I was also sent the Ganeshian Village Tarot Luxury Edition. Now, from what I gather, these are extra major cards. And it does say, again, copy number 225 of 500 decks. So this is a little bit less than the 1,000 decks that are available. So we'll have a look now at what's in here. It's all very exciting. I felt like utterly spoilt the other day when it all arrived through the post. There's so much of it. So again, we've got gold gilding and the same backs with that navy. And then it does give you a title card again. So we'll just have a look here. And yeah, the back one again is that DECKSTINY advert card. So I'll move them out. Right, here we go. So again, this is an alternate version, very similar. This is an alternate version of the Major Arcana. So we've got the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. So you can see they've got that gold edging this time. So the image has got the borders. The Empress, the Emperor, and the images are slightly different. In fact, let's just have a quick look before I continue. And we'll compare the Fools. So you can see they are the same image, but they've got that border around them. So continuing, we have the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune. So the only difference is here really is that they do have a border around them. Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and it's the Ganesh. And then we have this extra card, the Happy Squirrel, which is really interesting. I'm not quite sure how I'll include this in the deck, but we'll, because again, there's no instruction booklet here, but I'm guessing that the instructions are available online. So these are the 2 decks that come in the limited edition of the Ganeshian Village Tarot. And this deck is made by DECKSTINY. And it's available to purchase online. If you've seen these decks and you'd be interested in getting hold of them, drop me a message below and let me know, because I'd love to know your thoughts on them. This is the limited edition. I guess when you get the standard edition, you just get this 1 deck. I don't know whether I'll be replacing my majors with these limited edition cards, or if I'll hold on to the majors as a separate, just majors only deck. I can never decide. I hate it when I'm given a decision to make. It's a bit of a 7 of Cups moment here for me. Because I love the full card with the full imagery. I would say I prefer this to the borders. Some might not, so I think that's a personal preference. So I think I'll hold on to this separately. So let me know if you like this deck. Let me know if you don't like this deck. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching and take care.